Hey Capricorn, welcome to your June 2019 astrology and tarot reading. Hope you're well, though I'm sure you're tired. It's been a kind of exhausting couple of months for Capricorn. Been a lot of things happening, especially with Uranus there in your party zone, connecting with Venus, planet of love, connecting with Mercury, communication, connecting with the sun, ego. It's been tough. It's been a lot of strange, exciting, yet aggravating, confusing energies. And here you are, Capricorn. Still doing your thing, still sitting on your throne, still being aware of your business, still thinking about your money, still thinking about your home, your personal life, what matters to you. That's so typical of a Capricorn. No matter what happens, they always see the necessities, but you've had to wait for something. You've been patient. You've been very patient. Saturn and Pluto retrograding in your sign has made you patient. You understand that everything now is only temporary. It's only a phase. Depending on what degree of Capricorn you are, Saturn and Pluto may be affecting you a lot. It might be affecting you not so much. Same with Uranus. You will find that if you're a December Capricorn, or the very early days of January, you've maybe noticed quite a lot of unexpected changes going on, particularly if you have children, particularly if you are in the early stages of a romance or you're dating. You'll have noticed things are odd. You've noticed people are odd. You've noticed people are doing crazy things, and you just need to rest. You just need to recharge. Gemini season for you is making your health a priority, your mental well-being, your day-to-day work. It's a time to really look into any health issues or mental health issues that are constantly coming to the fore, whether it be yours, whether it be somebody you care about, or someone you love. Again, children coming up quite strongly. And Page of Cups is that fifth house energy of romance, dating, creativity. June is going to be a time of routine, a time when you question your habits, a time when you question your intentions with what it is that you do every day. When sometimes your body does things subconsciously that you're not mentally caught up with. And this is very much to do with finding that mind, body and soul connection before we move into Cancerian season, which is all to do with your partnerships. There's a full moon this month in the 12th. Sagittarius, the sign before yours, will bring a lot of subconscious fears, illusions to the fore so that you can meet them and progress, so that you can understand them, so that you can release them. That Scorpio full moon in your 11th house at the end of May probably made you very aware of what it means to commit to your role in society, to commit to your friendships, to commit to your group dynamics. And I think a lot of the fifth house energy has also been very much about how you're committing to your romantic relationships, because when we move into Cancerian season, there's more onus on your partnerships, Capricorn, and love will take a very interesting turn again, despite having taken interesting turns lately. Hierophant, straight off the bat, Taurus energy, commitment, structure, religion. The Ace of Wands, you're hoping for a connection or a project to get off the ground. Positive energy is strength. The challenge is the Knight of Swords. This always seems to be Capricorns dealing with air signs, and the outcome is the Six of Cups. Gorgeous. Okay. Interesting spread. Underneath, Three of Pentacles. I'm going to move this here so you can see. Okay. Something is drawing you home. Something is drawing you to mothership. Mothering somebody or needing the mother. Something's drawing you home, and I think it's that you're needed by somebody at home. You're needed by somebody in your family. There is with the Strength card again, because that's Leo energy, and Leo is the fifth house. So there is this strong emphasis on parent-child dynamic. It can be something as simple as having to reparent yourself. Old childhood wounds can come up with a 12th house moon. With that moon in Sagittarius, you may become very aware of things that happened in your childhood that need to be addressed, or just a certain feeling, possibly of rejection. If you're trying to rush something, it's recommended that you don't. If someone's trying to rush you, again, recommended that you don't. The thing about the Hierophant is that he does not commit to something he does not know a lot about, right? He is in charge here. He is at the head of the church here. He is giving orders, he's giving direction, he's giving wisdom because he has that wisdom. He knows where he is inside and out. You wouldn't elect the Pope if he knew nothing about the Catholic Church. Do you know what I'm saying? He's there because he knows about it. You're kind of in a similar position where someone's trying to push you forward with something that you don't feel like you have all the facts on. And you have other priorities. You have things to nurture. It's a very nurturing energy, actually, strength in particular. Strength card is always about this unusual power dynamic. And I sort of think the Knight of Swords and the Lion are linked here. So you could be dealing with a very pushy Leo, or you could be dealing with a somewhat pushy air sign, so a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Somebody in your life is rushing you for an answer, and you have a better method. You have a better idea. Now, if it's you rushing, if you're the Lion here, and you're trying to rush somebody else, possibly into committing to something, consider how fragile that will be. Because the Six of Cups always speaks to going home, going to what's familiar, reconnecting with who's familiar. You might be meeting an old face this month. You might be meeting with an old lover. You might be hearing from an old lover. You might be hearing from a very old friend. You might be, as I say, going home to care for somebody. Or revisiting even an old dream, which is rather lovely. The Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups is kind of this old dream. So I want to see what two cards came after the Six of Cups for you, Capricorn. We'll go more into the extended Ace of Cups and the Magician. Wow, gorgeous. That is amazing. I love that combination, actually. Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Magician. Love is magic. Your love life this month will be magic. Very magical. The Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups is kind of this healing kind of love. But bear in mind also, whether this is another person, whether this is a job, or whatever it is speaking to your heart that gives you this real overwhelming feeling of love and warmth and excitement and magic, whatever moment this is that's happening for you, Capricorn, it's worth noting that the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups a lot of the time does heal past pain. So you might finally get over a slump emotionally, because it has been tough, and you do have to look after yourself this month. I must make you aware of that. If you do have some sort of health concern that keeps popping up, you know, this like dull aching feeling or just these strong pains, it is the time when you go to a doctor to make sure you're okay, because sometimes peace of mind is the best thing you can have for your body, because you can worry yourself sick. Capricorn in general can worry themselves sick. I've seen it happen a lot. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that you have an incredible moment to heal and to manifest. The Magician is all about manifestation, and he's the alchemist. He's creating things. He's seeing an opportunity and he's striking while the iron's hot. Ace of Wands, that's what you want to do. But as I say, you don't want to rush it, because you know that everything is happening in divine timing. You know that it's happening when it's meant to happen. You're not trying to push anybody in a certain direction that doesn't want to go. This is such a lovely energy, and I feel like you're really on top of your game this month, Capricorn. Probably because Saturn and Pluto are giving you a minute where you can just move. And Uranus isn't going to be pinging off the sun. It's not going to be pinging off Venus. It's not going to be pinging off Mercury. Here we have Mercury, the Magician, Mercury in Gemini. Perfect. Makes sense. A wonderful time for you to communicate and get good news about your health. As I say, health encompasses a lot of different things. It's also about your work, your day-to-day routine, your energy. I sort of think as well with the Ace of Wands, I'm kind of drawn to the legs. You know, Capricorn, I'm pretty sure rules the bones. And I think with the Ace of Wands, I'm sort of thinking, if you have a health concern about your legs, do look at it. Do make sure that you're giving it rest if you've heard it. That's just kind of coming up for a reason. I don't know why. It's probably just applying to like one or two people. The Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups is just probably one of the most gorgeous combinations you can get. Your cup runneth over with joy, your cup runneth over with love, enthusiasm, positivity, and the Magician is just that, I've got this, you've got this. Okay, so I'm really excited about this month, actually. I do get the impression that maybe somebody, for some Capricorns, did try and rush them or gave them an ultimatum or moved too quickly, and now you feel this kind of lull. The Knight of Swords is a challenging one. We will go into that in the extended. Air signs could be a bit tricky this month just because they have, it's that Gemini season, that razor sharp wit. Air signs are going to be on fire, and you, Capricorn, are this earth sign. You like to take things slow, you like to process it, get your facts straight. Air signs this month are not going to be that way. They're going to be talking at you a million miles an hour. They're going to be moving on to the next thing. You're not going to know how they got from A to B and how they did it. You're going to be confused, but you're still the stronger of the two in terms of moving this along. You're the woman in the Strength card. I hope you're the woman in the Strength card. I think you're dealing with somebody who is razor sharp tongue this month. And it's not that they're a bad person, and it's not that there's anything fundamentally wrong there, but the air signs may be running rings around you, and you just have to stand your ground. You just have to say what you want, what your needs are, and that's that, because there's beautiful connections here. And as I say, we'll go into the individual signs and individual cards in the extended, but I'm going to elaborate on these right now with some animal spirit cards because I love them. And we're going to be going into the true love reading as well. So let's see. The elephant never forgets. And the sea serpent. Wow. Wow, very spiritual. And underneath we have the spider. So, the elephant, I think Capricorn would be you. And I think if you're dealing with somebody else, could be a water sign, by the way. Could be a sea serpent type personality. The elephant, though. Who doesn't love an elephant? It's like baby Dumbo. The elephant is a fire sign in this spirit deck. Represents fire. So I think a lot of Capricorns could be dealing with a fire sign, or you could be meeting the fire in your own chart. That's interesting. The Strength card could be your Leo moon. It could be your Leo rising. But the elephant himself is unstoppable, and he's wise. In the book, he's described as the most auspicious, like Ganesh. Okay, so there's intense wisdom here, and as I spoke about with the Hierophant, you are working to this incredibly wise position. You're becoming a master in your own field, and maybe you feel like somebody's trying to rush you along, and somebody's trying to give you the answers that you know did not come by the correct channels. You are on the path to success. And to an extent, with the 12th house and the 6 of cups, you might have to look backwards a bit. You might have to look backwards before you go forwards. But you're going in the right direction. Your instincts are not steering you wrong. You have the knowledge. And you have the focus. And you have the self-confidence. You have the trust within yourself. Now, the sea serpent is all about healing emotional wounds. And I did see this come up for, I think it was Scorpio when the full moon was in Libra, their 12th house, in April. Because it's all about healing old wounds and expressing your emotional desires. If you're dealing with an air sign, I don't think you feel you can express yourself so well. And I do think it's because they're very quick this month. I do think it's because they're intellectualizing everything more so than they usually do. And I don't feel like you are entirely sure your needs are being met by your relationships in the early stages of June. But they will be. Okay? Things will take a turn. Things will become easier. You need to remove whatever level of shame you feel from childhood, possibly from religion. There's a level of shame and past hurt that needs to be removed. And you need to forgive yourself for whatever it is that is stopping you, because you have all the tools now. You're developing the knowledge, but you require the emotional confidence. And you get it. I can see very clearly that you get it this month, Capricorn. It's going to be a wonderful month. But there is a little bit of upheaval when we go into Cancer season. Mars is in Cancer now. Your partnerships are being tested. Mars there is testing. But you have the strength to get through it. And you also have the grace to get through it. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't rush into anything you don't feel comfortable rushing into. Whatever past wound, and it's weird because with the Hierophant, I do kind of feel like it is to do with your upbringing, what you were taught, what initial belief system you had, I think is maybe causing you to reflect and causing you concern and causing you to go home, just going home and finding that answer, serendipity. And the divine masculine. So many of you are for sure dealing with a Leo. Here's the Lion. Okay, so the divine masculine, serendipity. Everything is happening in the right time. I did say that early in the reading. You know that. You know that everything's happening at the right time. This is divine timing. 6 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Magician. If you've been on your own for a long time, this is whenever you meet someone spectacular and you just know the timing's right because you've done the work. This is all about divine timing, I think. Serendipity couldn't be any more about divine timing. It's so gorgeous. You're so ready for this. You're so ready. It's not even normal. So whatever this is, be it a romantic gesture from your long-term partner, be it the next chapter in your romantic story, be it the next chapter in your work, because some Capricorns fall head over heels for their career. More often than not, Capricorns want to know about their career rather than their romantic life per se. It's all happening as it should. I can promise you that. This is going to be a wonderful month. Don't let anybody put you off your path. You are the elephant. You know where you're going. Trust the process and allow the old wounds to surface because you're ready to go deep with that. You're ready to expand yourself. So if you enjoyed that, Capricorn, and want more information, I'll see you in the extended. And if not, I'll see you next week, next month even. Bye.